we're a couple of drinks in. I am still hyped up from live tweeting, and we've just had the finale of Strictly Come Dancing. This is the Keep Dancing podcast. I'm your host, Ellie, and I'm joined by Meg and Elliot to serve up some hot takes. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, well, that was an evening of entertainment, wasn't it?
Quite.
I'm exhausted.
I'm knackered. I didn't even do 3 dances.
It was a lot. It was, as Ashley kept saying, an emotional roller coaster. I went into the evening sort of just at peace with seeing some dancing and maybe having Joe win. But about halfway through the evening, I was like, no, I want them all to win.
4-way strictly tie.
Yeah, I need there to be an extremely precise televote tie now, otherwise I'm going to be, on some level, quite angry.
I don't know what they do in that sort of situation. Would they make them dance again or something?
Well, presumably the numbers are so big that, somebody would have 1 vote more. So I think it'd be all right. Well, anyway, so Kevin just won Strictly.
He's finally the bride.
Yeah, I don't know who he was dancing with. Was there a girl involved? I can't remember.
Hard to say. I think there was a trained poodle, I believe.
Oh, well.
Play nice, the pair of you. My name was Stacey
This is
Dooley.
hot take.
We are over-exaggerating for comic effect there, because we know that Stacey has put her heart and soul into this, but never has a Strictly victory been more about the pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is why I just jumped onto Twitter, and I'm going to kick this off by saying, I don't think Kevin's coming back now. Now he's won the show finally, and he's going into Rock of Ages, and Joanne quickly left Strictly after she won. I think the Cliftons are done with Strictly now. Also, congratulations, Kevin. We now have the first brother, sister / any sort of family relation of Strictly winners.
Oh, well done. Well done, Kevin.
From my knowledge, we've had a married couple win, and this is the first brother and sister victory, so well done to the Cliftons for that.
Congratulations.
They have some nice bookends now for their parents' house.
I tend to agree with you, Elliot. However much Kevin says he's coming back,
He's not.
he's not.
I just don't see why he would. This is his 5th final. He's finally won. It means a lot to him. I mean, and
what's he gonna
Stacey as
do?
well. Yeah,
I honestly think...
he's hit his glass ceiling now, it feels like.
I honestly feel like the Sunday night Kevin Clifton London Palladium
Variety
Spectacular is much more likely than him coming back to Strictly now.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like that's what he wants to do, purely because when they're talking about the show dance and what Kevin was saying, he was talking all about the story and the narrative of the show dance. So that's what he kept mentioning all week as well, and tonight. And it's like, yeah, this is all you want to do, isn't it?
General conclusions from last night's Strictly final. I think it was Craig what won it for Kevin. Without that whole dismantling of Kevin's show dance, whole approach, and the reaction from him, which served as a call to action for Kevin's fans, I feel fairly confident that they would not have had the volume of votes that they would have needed for it to win. I really enjoyed the reprisal of Faye's dances, which is weird because I'd not really paid much attention to her throughout the series. Frock of the Week definitely showed Faye's show dance dress. That gold number was absolutely fabulous. And I really, really enjoyed seeing the skeleton, the fever dance again. Still think it's odd to add a couple's choice dance in the final, but I did enjoy the style, and I can confidently see Faye getting some West End work in the new year. As for Joe, I thought it was a great shame that his fangirls didn't quite crack the win for him. I liked his show dance, it were alright. I really wish they'd not reprised the Cotton Eye Joe thing. I feel like between that and Ashley's reprisal of the troll dance, it was just a bit of a naff finale, in a way. In fact, yeah, it was a naff finale, so I wasn't overly thrilled with that. Ashley, she's good, but she's been good all the way through, and there's sort of not a lot more you can say about it. It's hard to get excited about someone that is a professional standard from the beginning, even if not in that genre of dance. She knew how to learn the dance routine and quickly. So yeah, overall, yeah, Stacey deserved to win. Yes, why not? I really liked the Paso Doble dress that she had on, much more than I commented on the first time round. It was a really, really gorgeous understated dress. But I've never really got that excited about Kevin, and I just think he relies too much on gimmicks. Whilst doing a fabulous job, I'm sure, of teaching his partner to dance, just not that interested in the gimmicks, I suppose. It's a personal choice thing. So yeah, overall, well done Stacey and Kevin. Fabulous job. Faye and Gio, I'd have loved to have seen them win by the end of the finale. That's who I really wanted to see succeed. And yeah, Ashley and Joe, well done.
Hello, this is Anne. It's the morning after the night before, and that show was brilliant. I loved last night's show. I thought that Stacey and Kevin were worthy winners, really. Although it was really weird because it got to the end and I was a bit like, I still don't know who's going to win. It was really wide open. Faye in particular really impressed me. Her dances really showed different sides of her personality and reminded us that she's not just smiley, happy Faye. She can be kind of fun Faye and emotional Faye and kind of slightly sexy Faye. I thought Joe did really well. I loved his show dance. When he's bouncing up and down the trampoline that just got me. That made me really, really chuckle. I just thought all round it was a really, really good show. And it's at this point where I kind of go, I wish we knew what the voting patterns were like, because I just love to know, where Joe's vote went, whether we made it up, it was all in our heads, or whether it kind of got deserted, or whether just everybody just pulled together for Stacey. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed the show. I thought it was a great fitting send-off. I thought that everybody danced really well. I think the different styles of dance, considering that they were quote unquote chosen, was still really quite varied. Although even for me, I think there was a little bit too much Charleston. So I thought it was a really good show, really well put together. I loved the group dance at the end. I thought that was really good. And they did, Amy and Danny did bits of their jive, which is my favourite. I love that dance. I was so pleased that they included that in. So I think the questions are now, what next? Who's next? Who's going to stay? Who's going to go? Does this mean bye-bye Kevin? It seems to be a bit of a theme that when you win, you go. Part of me thinks we haven't seen the last of Kevin Clifton. But we'll have to watch this space. The BBC have got their winner. But unlike some BBC people who won, I think Stacey is a definite deserved winner. Right, I'm off to go and sit in a darkened room before I do some more Christmassy things. And have a lovely Christmas, everybody. Keep dancing.
Right. Shall we try and impose some structure on this?
We can attempt it.
Right. Let's talk about all 4 of our finalists in some form of order. I've not written any puns. We're just going to crash the cymbals and go for it. The amazing Ashley and her partner Pasha. She was just having so much fun tonight. It was so nice to see her sort of released from the cycle of trying hard and being punished, and just so much joy on her face when she was dancing. That was really good to see.
I think she'd accepted that she wasn't going to win.
Actually the rest of the series.
Elliot, it's like we were saying about how once the pressure's off, you dance differently.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. Once you just go onto a floor and just, it's the same with me. Like, once I make a final, I just go out there and enjoy it. Because it's like, well, I'm in the final now, so let's just have fun. And you do dance better as a result, or you feel better because you've done the hard work. And it did feel like she's just was that total piece that she wasn't going to win, so she just had fun with it. I wasn't a big fan of their show dance, but the other 2 were fine, so yay.
And I applaud how committed she was to ruining the final lineup photos by dressing as a troll.
Yes.
Did you know, literally trolling.
Did you notice they removed Pasha's massive belly, though, just in case he won? They had obviously painted them green, but they had taken off the flesh-coloured belly parts. But okay, they won't look as ridiculous. They'll still look ridiculous, but not as ridiculous.
They also had less face paint, probably because of the time.
Yeah, there's just not enough time to do camera-ready full face paint.
No.
Elliot, did you just Bruno?
No, my phone did. My phone just nosedived off the counter for some reason.
We are a messy, loose podcast tonight.
We are drunk!
Okay, right, we'll skip over the winners and... Faye and her partner Giovanni.
We got to see their Bub Foss again.
Which just implied why they have to do it for Halloween, because it was so much better without the stupid skeleton face paint.
It was just really good. Really,
it was so
really
good, though.
Was that the first half as fast as Halloween as tonight? Because the beginning was really quick. Like when Giovanni held her and they do like the foot flicks and stuff. Was it that fast the first time?
Yep.
Pretty sure it was.
I did not notice. I thought it was a lot slower.
I would not be surprised to see Faye on the West End now.
Yeah, Faye is presumably booking some incredible jobs for 2019.
Yeah. It was a very surreal 3 dances for Faye, because we had the sexy Viennese with the multiple geos, then the very classy show dance where she was dressed like an Oscar, and then her dressed as a very sophisticated Bob Fosse dancer. So it was a very surreal night for Faye and Giovanni.
Elliot, you've got it. She was dressed as an Oscar.
She was.
Yeah.
She was in gold with a medium-sized prop top hat, which I want in my front room.
It's not
that
very
was basically
practical.
I don't
you
care.
could put the sofa on top.
It'd be a great conversation piece.
And that was practically a show reel in itself. You know, that was, this is my sexy dance, this is my, Hoofer dance, this is my Bob Foss dance.
Yeah, and there was even, and here's some of my tap, just in case.
I wish I was just in the room for when Giovanni said, right, you're on top of this top hat, you're going to roll off it onto me, and just see Faye's face just go, what?
No, Faye would just go, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Because she knows he'd catch her.
Yeah, he's Gio, he's not going to let her fall.
I was still like, so you want me to stop, drop and roll off a top hat? Well, first time for everything.
Yeah. My favourite part of Faye's show dance didn't involve any props at all. Are you listening, Kevin? It was the moment where they each individually stepped into the really dramatic spotlight and did
the lighting,
yes.
the lighting on the show dance won the night. Like this had the best camera work and lighting of any of the 12 dances by far. I loved that section. That was really clever and it just transformed that show dance completely because I don't remember seeing anything like that where they've literally like shut off all the lights and there's been a spotlight and it's flicked between the two. I don't remember ever seeing anything like that, and that was just after 16 series to come up with something brand new is really impressive.
And even if it wasn't actually brand new, it felt brand new, which is sort of all that counts when you're in the moment of the final.
Yes.
To be fair, I was fully ready to see Faye and Giovanni win tonight because I thought, they've done it. They've danced the best they physically could. So I was fully expecting to see Faye win it tonight, to be honest. I was like, nope, she's got a solid chance. Like
it would have felt good if Faye had won. Like
it would have felt deserved based on tonight.
Yeah.
It felt very deserved.
But to be honest,
But it would have been
point,
non-dancing.
I feel
not
like
the journey.
I feel like any of them could have won tonight, and I would celebrate.
Yeah, there was no bad winner.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. Let's go for it. It's Joe and his partner Diane. It turns out the fangirls were busy, presumably, because they didn't. Well, we don't know how close it was. We'll never know how close it was.
They never released that.
Yeah, but I feel like them picking the Charleston was a bit of a naff move. The show dance was okay, but we continue to have this, and it's a bit of a criticism of DSI, I guess, but the rock mood board for Strictly dressers is not up to date with what rock stars look like.
No.
That was a very weird outfit, and I just couldn't take him seriously because I was just like, Joe's got bright red hair. What the actual heck? It doesn't suit him. Oh no,
It was hilarious on It Takes Two, and it made a really cute vlog, but put it back to normal for the final.
I legit thought it was like something they'd done. They would have it on for It Takes Two, and then it would be washed out by the final. I did not expect him to have red hair tonight.
Yeah.
Diane still had red hands tonight. It was quite strong stuff. I can't believe they let them do it, to be honest.
I don't think Joe had an off night, but something just didn't seem like he was going to win for some reason, apart from the fangirls. But the way he was dancing, I was like, I'm not being sold in it with Joe tonight. Like, yeah, so his show dance was fine. His passo was, again, fine. It was a good show, closest to be fair, and I did really enjoy it. But, yeah, I don't know. I just expected a bit more from Joe and Diane tonight, sadly.
I expected their quick step. And, no quick step, no win.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the judges picked the passo, to be fair. I'm surprised the judges chose that dance.
I would have liked it if the judges had picked their jive and then Joe and Diane had picked their quick step. But if they really did want a female winner this year, then we would see all kinds of D-ramp techniques against Joe in the final.
I think also there's a couple of things. One, obviously, this is Diane's first show dance. So she's basically thrown everything at the wall to see what's stuck. And if she makes it as the final again, which I hope she does because I do enjoy her as a pro, maybe it'll be a little less frenetic. But the other thing is we have always said that Joe is not a winner dancer.
Oh no, he's absolutely not a winner level dancer.
He's improved.
Yeah.
He's improved astoundingly. I mean, that Charleston was a good demonstration of that. But he was also just never to dance well enough to win. Not that it comes down to that in a lot of cases.
There's a sort of a basic level you've got to get to for it to be plausible for you to be a winner.
Yeah.
I think I may have figured out where Joe's downside came down tonight. So obviously in the studio, from what I'm guessing, you're not allowed your phones on you, or you're not allowed to be on your phones whilst obviously taping's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of Joe's family and friends who are influential bloggers were in that audience. They couldn't put out the call for help to get Joe the votes. I saw one of his friends put out a tweet, which did spark a massive thing, but his best mate was there, his sister was there, and between them they have about 20 million followers.
Yeah, but
and if they couldn't get to them...
knows how to do a scheduled tweet. Like, where is the
Yeah.
social media strategy here? If I know how to do a scheduled tweet, Zoella does.
It just feels so weird because we just fully accepted that Joe was going to win, but anything else has just been a bit of a shock to our system.
Well, I feel pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
And I wasn't expecting to feel pleasantly surprised.
Strictly is the show that just keeps on surprising.
It absolutely keeps on
even if we've telegraphed 13 weeks of it.
Giving and giving. Right. Okay, let's do this. One more crash.
Right. Deep breath.
Deep breath, guys. Our winners, Stacey and her partner Kevin.
Oh, that show dance. Oh god, it was so over-egged.
God. I would rather they had just done the Dorados Eurovision with a puppet.
Yeah.
No, with Johannes. Not with puppet. Johannes can be the third one.
Oh my
or
god.
Neil.
Oh. Yeah, Kevin, Stacey and Johannes doing the Dorados routine. I would go for that, yeah.
I mean...
Was that the one with the cupboards?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
With the show dance, I'll say this. Kevin understands how to put a concept on paper and sell it to a producer. In actual action when no one else is to stop him and rein him in, that's where he falls apart, and I think that's what happened tonight. He needs, as you put out on Twitter, Ellie, he basically needs to be hired to do the UK staging where the BBC can rein him in a bit more.
Yes.
Because the ideas are all there and I can see what he was trying to do, but at the same time I was like, there's a lot going on, but also not a lot's happening. Well, I'm confused.
Sometimes,
there's a lot of running around.
Sometimes the most creative and the most rewarding work that you do is when you are working within really strict limitations. And that's why I think Kevin would be amazing at staging us for Eurovision. You can't build a complicated prop because it's got 45 seconds to get on and get off. You can't tell a complicated story because you've got 3 minutes and people aren't really paying attention and they're also quite drunk. And you've got no money to pull it off. You've not even got Strictly's medium-sized prop budget.
Yeah, and you will be led by the artist instead of you leading the idea because you've got to go off their song and them as a performer.
Yes, yeah. And if, Kevin, you're the second most important creative voice in this, you're going to produce some gold.
I mean, like I put on Twitter, I am over the moon that Stacey and Kevin won. Like, from the minute they got paired together, I was like, that's the couple I want to win because I love them together. I've loved Stacey Dooley for 10 years. I'm glad she's doing this show. Like, I've been her biggest fan. Based on tonight, should she have won? No, like, I won't disagree with that. She should not have won based on tonight alone. Can I see how she won? Heck yes, because she's very relatable down the camera. Like, even in her show dance, she's saying, I got stuck to the chair, I just thought I need to get rid of this. Like, that's funny, and people will realise that she's still a human being, realising her robe got stuck to a chair.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that her Latin was consistently all over the shop. And if you thought too hard about any of her ballroom dances, the illusion disappeared like a beautiful bubble.
It is bizarre because this is like the first time where someone who has had quite ropey dances from the start has gone on to win. Like, normally if you bugger it up in the final, especially your show dance, you're toast. Like Katie Derham, Danny Harmer, like two females in the past who had a shot at winning, had a bit of a mare in their show dance, and that was them done for the final, and they got chucked out the first opportunity. So I was astounded to see them win, purely because I thought they've tried too hard tonight, and they have shot themselves in the foot.
I don't think that the messy show dance actually cost them too much, because what it got them was a call to action from Craig criticising them. The most Twitter engagement we had tonight was on album Drinking Every Time Stacey and Kevin Are Undermarked by Craig, and also Kevin Should Choreograph the UK at Eurovision. So it was like Craig was helping them there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know whether he meant to.
Happy for Stacey.
Yeah, I'm really
No, I don't think he
happy
meant to
for
either.
Stacey. This is probably going to put her onto the next tier of presenting as well.
Probably. It did also feel like that the judges tonight had shifted who they wanted to win. Because obviously they've been trying to push Ashley. I think they realised, oh wait, Ashley can't win, so I think that's why they finally gave Faye all of her 40s.
Oh,
it felt like they earmarked her as the backup because she clearly had the public support.
Faye was so good.
She was. I would have loved to see her win.
Is like,
if you listen to the actual words that the judges were using about Faye the kind of words that Danny got, like perfect and exemplary and excellent. For Stacey, it was the same words we've had all along: authentic, natural, real. And for Joe, it was all about learning, progressing, improving. So they were setting it up so that they'd always said something nice, whoever was going to win.
Yeah. And like I said before we went on air, I will never tire of the reaction of Kevin just dropping to the floor like a stone, like he just noticed a sniper crosshair on his chest out of shock. While Stacey sort of just stood there going, "What? I've just won. What? Huh? What's going on? Where am I?" Like, it felt very real from the pair of them. Kevin must have probably thought, I'm going to come second again. He probably thought Joe was going to win it, or someone else. He probably was like, someone else is going to win. I'm used to it. It's a running joke now. Fine, whatever. Give it to someone else.
We do need to get Kevin to make good on his promise to talk to us about narrative now.
Yes, because I would love to spend the day in his brain when he's planning this out, because it's fascinating. But at the same time, I just don't understand how it works. So I would love to understand how his brain works with dancing. I would love it.
Yeah. Right. Have we got anything else to do?
Clearly, if you want to win Strictly, wear Guy line if you want to win Strictly, because that's what Kevin did tonight, which gave him the win.
I don't think it was the guy liner.
I think it was the sympathy.
Although that passo, just as a piece of work, as a 360 artwork, I really like it. I know Anne doesn't like it because it's so stark, but I really like the stark, rocky feel of it.
I really enjoyed it tonight, actually. There was something different about it, which I think it's because I wasn't thinking about it. And I really did kind of think, like, this is actually really impressive. What's it got to do with a passo? I don't understand. But as a final dance for him to go on, this is great.
Yeah, honestly, we're watching a burn the floor competition. We're not watching a Latin and ballroom competition.
No.
Right.
Weird, one or two weird bits when she was flashing her skirt about, but
it was a flesh-coloured leotard, folks.
Yes,
don't get excited.
Let's just say I probably wouldn't have gone for a flesh-coloured leotard.
Yeah, I would definitely have gone for a black bit underneath there. Just to be on the safe side.
Safe side.
Can we also mention about Bruno being on the gin and saying Stacey's greatest hits during their show dance?
Bruno.
Trying to dart Bruno. Someone put some Valium in his gin.
Meg, you are right. We're going to have to do a frock of the week, and I don't even know how to approach it. So I will follow your lead, Meg. Who's your frock of the week?
My frock of the week has got to be Faye's Oscar.
Absolutely.
Like of the new dresses.
Yeah.
Or the new outfits in general, because I suppose Joe's could have counted, but that Oscar dress, it was beautiful. I loved it.
Runaway winner. Elliot?
I'm actually going to say Diane's show dance because I actually really like the skirt on it. It did remind me a lot of her foxtrot dress, but I did actually really like it.
I'm going for Faye. So Faye's Oscar dress wins the final frock of the week. Hey, it's the end of the series. Are we going to have a frock of the series?
Oh, why not?
I'm absolutely spoilt for choice.
I mean, we could be here for another 3 hours. So,
do we have a gallery of what they wore?
Right, I'm going for Stacey's samba dress.
Okay.
Oh, feathery bum.
Feathery bums are the spirit of Strictly.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I'm going for that one.
Oh, so I can vote for anything sweet. I'm tired between two, so I'm just going to take a shot and just say, because she's a celeb and not a pro, I'm going to say Vic's cha-cha dress, because I did love that.
Oh, Vic.
But Oti's waltz dress as well was also gorgeous. Do you think any of Vic's outfits could win it, to be honest? Because let's be honest, Vic looked fabulous, and it was great to see her legs again tonight as well.
Yes.
Not to sound weird, but seeing her in a neon...
And Elliot's just got so overexcited about Vic's legs that he's fallen offline. Let's give a final round of applause to all of the folks at DSI and our good pal Teresa for another amazing series of frocks.
Yes. Have a good and sleep.
Right, folks. That was that.
Yeah. Are we doing anything for Christmas strictly?
Depends how drunk everybody is. So with that, I will wish you good night and Merry Christmas, Meg.
Good night.
Good night and Merry Christmas, Elliot.
Night. Thank you, everyone, for the series. It's been fantastic.
Yes, I have enjoyed this immensely.
It's been amazing.
Right. Thank you, everybody, for listening, participating, and hanging out with us on Twitter. Thanks, everybody. Keep dancing.